All right, I started it early to check, and I see that people are watching. Am I live on Tiger Stamp Club page? Because I can't find it. Let me see if I went on my page. Okay, I found it. Hi, guys. It looks like I might be on my. It looks like I might be on my home page. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if people. We'll see if people find me. Trying to get it straight here. Here we go. Now. That should be good enough. Well, hi everybody. It is 6:30 on Tuesday, which means it's time for Tiger Stamp Club Live, where we make great cards. And I have a great card for you today. Who's ready to go to the beach? I know I would love to go to the beach. Let me just say hi to Barbara, who's here, and Denise. Looks like that's it. So hold on one second. I'm gonna go over to my Tiger Stamp Club group page and say that I'm live on my page. Give me a second. All right, now let me go back over to see if I can find me again. Now I can't find me. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to find myself. Oh, there I am. There I am. Okay. All right. Now I can see the comments. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Denise. I know. Technology. So, yes, it is time for Tiger Stamp Club Live, and I just have one announcement, I think. Starting tomorrow, the 9th, and for the 9th, 10th, and 11th only, all the two-tone cardstock is 20% off. So if that is something that is on your list of things to purchase, July 9th through 11th, you can get all the colors of the two-tone cardstock for 20% off. It's a good deal. All right. Hi, Gloria. So yeah, let's take a look at the card that we're going to make tonight. I saw this. This was designed by one of my favorite designers, an artisan designer. Her name is Michaela Tithridge, and she is in the UK, and she just makes the greatest cards. And I saw this one, and I thought, I have to make it. It is just too cute and too summery and too much fun. And besides, I really want to be on the beach. And so she used something else, I think, down here. But I use the Sending Warm Wishes, which is a stamp set that comes in the bundle. So let's take a look at the bundle here. I'll put that right there. So we are tonight focusing on the Notes and Totes bundle. So you can see here the stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set, and it is a mixture of sentiments and images, a few images, and then, oops, that's not the right die set. Here are the corresponding dies. And so for the dies, you have 17 different dies. And we didn't make it on this card, but it makes the cutest like bag, beach bag or purse. And it's got this that makes a fence. You've got some cool sunglasses that we're going to make. It is just a lot of fun. And let me see if I can get that back in there. And so that is the Notes and Totes bundle. And then again, I'm using this mixed floral dies for this large foliage piece. This is going to give us the greenery on our card. And then surprisingly, the DSP that I'm using comes from the Awesome Otters, or Otterly Awesome or something is the name of it. It's the ones that comes with the otter stamps. And we're going to use a strip of this. It's going to be for our sky. And so that is what we're using for tonight's card. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, now let's get started. So I'm going to bring all over my pieces here and try and get it all organized. Give me a sec. We do have lots and lots of pieces. And so I think I'm going to begin by assembling the pieces that we need for the card. These little sunglasses is probably my favorite piece. It just looks so cool when you put it together. All right, I think that's all the pieces there. Put that right there. And so we do have a little bit of stamping that we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. So I'm going to start by taking this water bottle, and notice that I have die cut it out twice. So I've got a white one and a yellow one, and I'll tell you why I did it that way here in just a minute. I'm going to grab this piece of paper because I don't want to get ink on my glass mat, because then it gets over everything. And so I'm going to take the sun image from the stamp set and stamp it onto this white bottle using Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to do it kind of off center. There we go. Set that aside. And now I'm going to take this bottle, the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to trim off the lid. And the bottom piece. And we're going to add that to our white water bottle just to have some color accents here. And so that just makes the cutest little beach water bottle there for us to use on our card. So I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to get this suntan lotion bottle, and we are going to stamp a flower image from the set. It is you know what? I might not have grabbed that one. Let me see here. No, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, it's right here. I already grabbed it. All right, so I'm using Calypso Coral, and this is die cut out of Timid Tiger, the new in color, the orange one. And, oh, this is not the right. This is the one that, nope, that's not the right one. This is the one I'm going to use for this. And so I'm just going to do something like that. There we go. Isn't that cute? Just adding the little floral image to that bottle. And then to dress it up, I am going to trim off. I die cut another piece. I didn't do the whole bottle because all I need is the little cap and the pump. And it is in basic white. So let me trim that off. And I'm going to add that to the top of my stamped bottle here. So let me put a little bit of glue there, and we're going to add this like that. So just a couple of little things that we did to dress up our lotion and our water cup. and it just makes it super special, right? And it's pretty easy to do. Now, this gold, the frames of our sunglasses have been die cut out of gold foil, and then our lenses are evening evergreen. No, oh my gosh. What is that? Oh my gosh. Here, I've got my my recipe right here. Oh, it's early espresso, not evening evergreen. Early espresso. You guys are probably shouting at me, saying, "No, that's early espresso, Manny." I knew it was EE. Evening evergreen. I don't even think we have that color anymore, do we? Oh, by the way, guys, they announced today that they've had issues with the manufacturer of the paper snips, these, and so they are no longer going to be offering them when their supply runs out. So no more paper snips. And they said they're going to be looking for an alternative to offer. And so when I read that, it was around noontime when I read that, I went to order some and they were already gone. So no more paper snips. And I really like these. They're super sharp, easy to cut with, but I'm sure they'll come up with something else. All right. That is good. That is good. All right. I think we're good. All right. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to run this piece of Pool Party through my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to be using the Soft Waves 3D folder here. So I'm going to put it in the folder. And I'm just trying to find where I like the lines to be. It really doesn't matter. It's just personal preference. I like that spot, I think, right there. So I'm going to run this through the cut and emboss machine, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I put my cut and emboss machine over here to the side so it wouldn't do the shaky thing as you guys are watching. So here it is. You can see all that texture and dimension that it adds to that piece, and we're going to even bring that up a level here. Let me bring over my paper again. I am going to, with a blending brush, add some color to this panel here. So I've got a blending brush, and along the middle of this Pool Party panel, I'm going to add a little bit of Coastal Cabana. And you guys know when you go to the beach, when you look out at that beautiful water, it's not all the same blue, right? And so that's what we're trying to achieve here with this piece. This variation of blue, and it seems to get a deeper blue the further away that you get. So I just added a little bit of Coastal Cabana to the middle of that piece. And now I'm going to put some pretty peacock across the top, the farthest area. And I got a little bit too much there, but it's all right. All right, so you can see just very easily the variation in those blues there. Put this out of the way. And that panel is ready. Oh, and then what I didn't do on my card that I think Michaela did on hers was to add some Wink of Stella to make this water glistening. So on the card that I'll send you, I am going to add some Wink of Stella. And make that water glisten. And I can already tell that it's an improvement over my card. It is so cool. I don't know if you can see that, but that is super, super cool. I love it. All right, so that panel's ready, and I think we're ready. Oh, I need to stamp a couple of other things. And I'm gonna do that on this crumb cake piece. All right, so, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. And let me put this out of my way. And all right, so we've got our normal card base here, basic white, that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored on the 8.5 side at 4 1/4. So it's our normal card base, and we're going to do it side folding on today's card. Let me give that a good burnish with my bone folder. And then we have this mat here that we're going to build our scene on. And it is one step smaller than our normal mat. Our normal mat is 5 1/4 by 4. So this is 5 by 3 3/4. And so I'm going to begin by working my way down from the top. And the first thing I'm going to do is adhere my sky piece. I think I want the, well, it really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just trying to make it flush at the top. And then here comes our water. And I want about, I don't know, an inch or so of that sky to show. So I'm just going to adhere this over that piece. So let's get some more glue. It makes me really wish I had used Wink of Stella on my water on my card. There we go. All right, and now we're going to use, this is a basic beige, a strip of basic beige. And it's going to represent the sand that's closest to the water. And then this is the sand that is closest to, I guess, us on the beach. So more variation in color there, just to add interest. And what she did was she tore the top to give it that little sandy horizon edge on the two pieces of sand here. So I just tore that top off, and now we're going to adhere this down. Kind of use my grid paper to make sure I'm straight here. There we go. That looks good. You can see that we're building this down. And now we've got this piece left. And so I am going to tear the top of it as well. I'm just going to kind of measure where I want that to be. All right, and this is gonna go like this. All right, and then that's gonna be the background of all the fun stuff that we're gonna put on our beach scene here. But I am just loving, I'm loving this. So, great. Before I adhere this piece down though, I'm going to bring my greenery over because I'm going to need to trim some of it off. And so it's basically going to be in the center. And then I'm just making sure that my tallest piece doesn't go beyond the top of my card. And you can see that I have lots of extra space here that I need to trim off. So what I'm gonna do is, and I have to go grab it, give me a second, I need my tape runner. I am going to, with my tape runner, just add some adhesive across the bottom here a couple of times. I'm going to get this in place. And then I'm going to just trim off the bottoms. See, I have to get it adhered down a little bit because this bottom holds all those little pieces together. So you want to make sure that you adhere that somehow all together. See, look, I better be careful right there. There we go. That worked. Now everything is where it needs to be. And I can put this over and it looks fine. And then we'll be putting our other items on our beach. All right. Now, before I think it goes like this. Before I adhere the front sand, I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp in early espresso. And this says sending warm wishes. Make sure it's straight. So I'm kind of using the grid to make sure my cardstock is straight. That'll help me hopefully get this straightish. Okay. That's good. Oh no, I still need this. And then we have some little detail for the sand that we're going to just stamp across the top here. And I'm going to kind of do stamp off 2 generations. Therefore, it doesn't get too much, you know what I mean? So I stamped it full strength, and then I stamped it again without re-inking, and so you got some variation in that a little bit. And now this can go on, and then the fun of arranging our little items on our beach can begin. So with this piece, I'm just making sure it's flush at the bottom and on the sides. Look at that, isn't that cool? All right, so I don't think I popped up anything except for this cup and this starfish. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna kind of tuck this in here. Hey, Jen Beeler. Gloria says, pick me, pick me. And then our suntan lotion. Our water bottle, I'm going to add some dimensions to. Our starfish right here. I need a mini. Let me grab a mini. Let me tell you, there will be no Tiger Stamp Club Live next Tuesday because we'll be in Minnesota visiting my wife's mom and sister. Her mom is 94 years old and going strong. There's the starfish. Look at that. Isn't that really, I mean, I love it. All right. So now before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the card base like that. And luckily I've got this almost used up, so I'm going to use the bones. Here, let me move it over so I can tell what I'm doing. So That's going to go like that. I call this using every part of the buffalo. And it, for some reason, it makes me so happy to when I can do it. So what do you guys think of this card? Isn't this a cool little set? Fun beach theme. I'll show you the card that we're going to make in our class using this bundle. It is super cute. I got this bundle because Gloria made me. She didn't make me, but she's like, this is so cute. She kept finding these cards that were made with this bundle, and she goes, this is so cute. You need to do one. So finally I did. But, I mean, this doesn't even use the beach bag, and it's super, super cute. All right, to finish this off, I have these Riverside Irregular Pearls. And so I'm just going to add 3 to that. Let me get this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So something there, a little one. All the clear ones are gone, but that's all right. We can use these ones that are bluer. I'm going to pick a really blue one. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Such a cool little card. I would be thrilled to get a card like this in the mail. So remember, if you have commented during tonight's video, then your name goes in for a drawing to win this card. If you have shared tonight's video, then your name goes in twice. So that's it. It's the Notes and Totes bundle mostly. The only thing that I didn't use that is not from this bundle is the piece for the greenery. So I'm sure you guys have dies that have other types of greenery, or you could totally leave the greenery off, you know, and it would still be pretty cool. Hey, Patricia. What I'm saying is you've got everything you need in this bundle to create this card. So hopefully, fingers crossed, someone will win it. Well, I know someone will win it. Gloria really wants to win it. We'll see if she's sending out all that energy to see if she can make my wheels stop on her name. All right, well, that's it, guys. I had so much fun putting this card together for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know. I'd be glad to help you. If you have a demonstrator that you work with, then, you know, get with them. They can help you out getting the stuff that you need. And I know a couple of you on here are demonstrators. So, if you don't have it, you need it. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks when we get back from Minnesota. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.